going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. The Body Beat down here on this Monday afternoon. Getting started a little bit earlier today. If you follow the channel, you know typically I get started around 4. But I'm getting started a little bit earlier. It's not even 3 yet. And I figured why not go ahead and get it done. I'm trying to do some work over there on the computer. I got new hard drives. I'm trying to get everything swapped over to other hard drives and swap here and delete here and all this kind of stuff. And it's taking forever because you got all these bad files you got to get out and re-download files and redo this and that. So lots of time wasted over there, I guess. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started over here and give me a break from all that mess. So today, again, we're going to be doing chest and tricep. I'm tired. I don't feel like working out. I am not going to lie. If I could sleep until morning time, I would go lay down right now and just sleep. So I didn't get an old man nap in today, and so yeah, I'm tired. And I may be interrupted by my grandkids. They're here. And so I never know if they're going to pop in or not. So anyway, I'm going to do something that you never see me do. And that is I'm going to warm up at the bar. I never warm up at the bar. But it's there and I figure I'll go ahead and warm up. So let's go ahead and do this. I have no plans of what I'm going to do as far as weights and reps and sets and all this stuff. So it's going to be news and exciting to me just like it might be to you. Let's go ahead and warm up, guys. $135. $135, set number 2. $225. $275. 315. $365. $365, set number 2. $365, let's do another set. Even though it's difficult. Alright, let's go down to 315. Let's do another set of 315. Alright, our last set of 315, then we're going to go down from here. Final set, 225. guys, and just like that, this is all we're going to video today. I am doing triceps. Just going to do some easy bar, standing French press, like so. Probably not that interesting. But what might be interesting is the closing of this video and what we're going to talk about. So, as you know, over the past couple months or so, at least, I've been implementing new things into the routine, and wanting to do some different things. And I've also come to terms with being okay with being done with chasing the heavy weights. Although there's still a struggle there. It's still a mental struggle, knowing how hard you work to get to some of these lifts, and then trying to make yourself back off from those lifts after all the hard work. So it's still a mental game, big time. But we're going to talk about a couple things here that I got wrote down. And number one, for some reason, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is it's kind of embarrassing. And I guess what I mean by that is looking at how I'm performing here lately with some of these lifts compared to what I was doing. And again, it's a mental thing. I've decided to pull back on the weights, and mentally, the moment that I decided to do that, I mentioned this a few days ago, that switch in my brain just went click, and I just don't have that killer instinct in me, that drive to do those heavy weights, and it sucks that it turned off that quick. So it's kind of embarrassing whenever I look at how I was doing in comparison to what I'm doing now. So that's a big mental hit to the, I don't know if the pride or the I don't know, sense of accomplishment. I don't know. Some of y'all may have better words. But number one, we're going to talk about burnout and fatigue. And it happens to everyone. And if you say it doesn't, you're probably not telling the truth. And I would go on, and this person here kind of came to my mind because, I've watched a lot of his videos, and I actually respect the guy a lot. And that is Mike O'Hearn. He's in his mid-50s. He's not too far from 60. And he's been working out probably 45 years of his life. And even though he's as dedicated and devoted and everything as you could possibly be, not just his daily routines, his working out, but his diet and his rest and doctors and chiropractors and massages and taking care of himself, even as a lifelong dedicated, passionate person as he is, I know he's had moments in his life where he felt the burnout and the fatigue. If he were to probably be truthful about it, and he may, I haven't seen all of his videos, he may have talked about it, but it's something that we all deal with, and I can tell that this has been coming on now for a while, and I think that that's a lot of why I decided to start adding in new things to the program, to my workout, to things that I do. So there's a lot of burnout and fatigue there, and I've put in probably, I'm not going to say more hours or more days or whatever than anyone else out there that's watching me, because that would be kind of false information. But if you keep up with my channel, I work out 5 days a week. And just last week, or whatever it was, decided to cut down my weight training to 3 days a week and do other things the other days of the week. So I've been going a long time, a lot, since like January-ish of 2021. It's just been non-stop. The longest break that I had is whenever we moved here in this house and I finished this room off. And that was like 16, 17, 18 days, something like that, that I didn't work out or do anything except work on this room. So, but I was still going. So it's not like I was just laying around. So anyway, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm just feeling fatigue and burnout, and I can't really take time off again because I just kind of took a week off from doing weights, and I was doing all that other stuff, if you remember. So probably the worst thing I could do is just, like I've mentioned before, is completely take off. You don't want to just completely take off. So there's burnout and fatigue. And number two, implementing new things. Now if you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you know I've wanted to implement new things since I started working out again in January-ish of 2021. So it's just taken me a long time to implement new things into my routine, because once I get on something, a certain thing that I'm doing, I'm used, I just do it. And I was used to just working out, and so that's what I did. So, I'm implementing new things in hopes that it will give me some kind of new resurgence, some sort of a pep in my step again, and make me excited maybe to train one of the 3 days of the week that I do weight training, instead of, I got to lift weights, and I got to lift weights again, and lift weights again, and lift weights again. So I'm hoping that implementing these new things is going to help kind of get me excited for working out again. And what's going through my mind as I'm saying this is I'm still thinking about heavy weight. And I've got to get that out of my mind and just be okay with not lifting heavy weights anymore, because that's the route that I've chosen to go. And it's so easy to say that, but it's so hard to practice what you preach. So very difficult to make yourself pull back and know what's right. And one reason that I know what's right is my shoulder issue. Again, you follow my channel for any amount of time, you know I have two bad shoulders. The left one really isn't an issue anymore, but it's the right one that is my worst one, and it just drives me crazy. And I feel it every time I bench press. It don't matter if I do dumbbells, it don't matter if I do barbells, it wouldn't matter if I had a machine, it wouldn't matter about nothing, push-ups, it all, and it's not bone. I don't think I have bone problems. I think I did it one time maybe, but my problem is more just soft tissue, and I literally feel like I need about a 200-pound steamroller to just kind of roll over things and break things up. And I'm considering having somebody take a rolling pin or my 100-pound dumbbells and roll them on my arm to see if I can break some scar tissue up. Because I know that's mostly what it is off in there, is just a bunch of scar tissue. You can feel like the knots, the bumps, and it gets red and kind of, you can see like little swollen areas here and there sometimes, and all that. So it's just one of those things where, a mixture of all this stuff is kind of helping to, sway my decision on where I need to go with my working out. So it's not just like one thing, it's everything that's kind of built up that's like, okay, I need to do something different and do this and this and try to keep going instead of getting burnout and not doing anything. So anyway, and fourthly, I wrote down that we need to show that we all go through these things, the goods and the bads, because we all go through it. It's just sometimes we don't show it on camera, and sometimes we don't talk about it, but we all go through these things. I'm assuming, and it's just it's kind of just a part of the whole thing. Even as passionate and as dedicated and devoted as we are, we go through these things. So I think, and I think what has me drugged down so far is knowing that, number one, my shoulder is going to kind of hinder me, but number two or three, I don't know what number, but just knowing that I'm having to step back from doing the heavy weights and you feel kind of superhuman when you're doing that kind of stuff, and you feel good when people give you compliments, and nobody's going to compliment me for doing lighter weights. You've seen me do lighter weights. You've seen me do 225 bench for 24 reps. You've seen me do 315 for 10 reps. You've seen me do 300 for 11 or 12 reps. You've seen me deadlift, 225 for 30 reps. You've seen me deadlift 315 for 20 reps. You've seen me deadlift 405 for 10 reps. You've seen me sitting barbell shoulder press for 280 pounds. You've seen me sit down and do dumbbell shoulder presses, the 100-pound dumbbells, reps of 10, sets and reps of 10. You've seen me do 350-pound bent barbell rows. You've seen me do 600-pound barbell shrugs. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy lifts, and who's interested to see me going lighter? I don't know. I'm almost not interested. But again, that's why I want to bring new things into the channels, to try to build interest into just being fit, active, and healthy. And which I really do think is more useful and important than lifting heavy. So, but I know a lot of you don't care about that kind of stuff, but maybe you can let me know in the comments if you're still willing to watch the channel with the other things that I got going on, and just kind of, let me know some stuff in the comments if you even make it this far. I know this is a long closeout of a video, but I felt like I needed to get this off my chest and kind of talk about things. And yeah, so anyway, guys, there's just a lot going on in the old mind, and I'm still pushing forward, still trying my best, and we'll see what happens from here. But I just know, no matter what, I got to stay active. You can't let yourself get too complacent, too lazy, and sitting down too much. I already sit down enough as it is, being a school bus driver, and sitting here at my computer all the time, uploading videos and editing videos and doing thumbnails and going back and forth on YouTube and watching everybody's videos and supporting people and doing all this. I spend a lot of time sitting here doing that kind of stuff. So there's no time to be sitting down and being lazy-er. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what's up. How do you feel about things? How do you feel about the channel? How do you feel about where I'm at? All right? If I give you a little inspiration for you to keep on going and trying hard and getting PRs and making yourself proud, or doing whatever it is you're doing and making yourself proud, if I give you a little inspiration, guys, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your host. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. See y'all later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!